Hello there, everyone, and now today is another Gundam review. Technically two, because you need to buy two of them to make the same kit, but one's the early type and one's the middle type. I'm not joking. So you need to buy two of these to make the other one. Ridiculous in a way, but now what I'm talking about is the RX 78-2 Gundam, the origin version. Now, I will compare it to the global and to the other one, the revised version. Now this one cost me around, oh god, I bought like three of these, four of these, and I bought it for like I think 20 bucks or $30. I don't remember. But it cost me a little bit more because I did buy it from Hobby Japan. However, you can find it in your online shopping if you can look there. And it is worth getting. It comes with a lot of accessories, but I mean a lot. I mean, there's so much of it. You don't need to worry about that part. And I would say mine are panel lined, so I did take months on end to work on it to make sure I'm panel lined and make sure it looks a little more better. If you want to make it a little more better, that's what I did. I know everyone's talking about that part. Maybe so are you, but let's see of how it looks and see if you want to buy this figure for yourself. Buy two of them. I hope. If you don't have money to buy one and make one type. It might be worth it though. Yeah. Now, let's look at the early type. It might be easier because if I explain it away, it might be a pain who for everyone else. Now, the early type, this has a cannon. Now, the thing back here is technically it is compared to the Masquerade, which I won't do a side person to. This is all the accessories you do get. You will get a rocket, a shield, two different beam rifles, which is the light variant and the heavy variant, two beam effects, which, yes, makes sense, of course, and you get a two hands to hold the rifles. Thankfully, they use two of them. Spread open hands and closed hands. And the only differences is within the chest, which is a good thing to notice. The chest has two buttons right here. These don't. It's two strips right here. These little things right here, you can't take them out in case you want to put the little thing in the back right here. Which I would say do that. It looks more better. The rocket does have some portability, i.e. the scope and the handle, which makes sense. This is a rocket. And be careful with this part here. This part, be extremely careful because it will break if you're going to use it. The heavy rifle, the heavy beam rifle, which has the pin line also. Kind of. I got lazy on one side of it, sorry. It does have one piece of movement up here, but that's really it though. And the camera, which you do need to put a sticker into. The light beam rifle, which is the regular standard beam rifle, is actually pretty good looking. Some work need to be somewhat done, but it's not that bad compared to everything else. Now the shield is the only thing that's somewhat different, because you can take it off a little more easier, which is thankfully not a struggle. And it does have this little thing on here. Now, on other versions of it, another version of the kit, normally they just give you the handle so they can hold it. This is like the Masquerade version where they give you the little thing right here and you plug it into the back of the arm. Okay. And you put it within the hand. But trust me, it's not easy because the hand will keep falling out. This little gauntlet thing will keep popping out. And this cannon, especially, this cannon and the beam saber do they pop out of the place that it's holding it in. It's kind of annoying. Because with it, now there's a lot of detail in the back too. Now with it, the thing is, with these are on there, these are just put in. Because these are on what's it called? PVC, or what's it called? Like one of those things where it's just a rubber piece that holds these in, and they don't go that far. And these things like to fall out way too easily, and they're common to fall out. So if you have yours, be careful with it because it may fall out of place. And the possibility, which I'm going to do one because it's the same figure. Double joint to knee, which also have more detail in the knee region too, which is actually pretty good. Because it does hide it underneath. The skirt does move up, but you can cut in the middle of it, which is much more better because you can separate the skirt. The butt, the butt one doesn't have any motion. I'll show you that part. It doesn't have any at all. The arm can extend this far out in a double joint like usual. It is still in a ball joint, so yeah, when it's fall. Everything crumbles upon you when these things break. It's a nightmare to deal with. And the hands are on ball joints. Now, it's just a ball in general. The head is on one of these joints where it is technically a double joint in here, which also does help out with the kits. So you can look up this far and down that far, so you can make it look disappointing. I will say I forgot to panline the mouth of it and the little things right here, but until later. There is this kind of joint right here, which is somewhat different, but it's still a ball joint. All this part within the body upwards does have a little more movement within it, which is actually pretty good. And I will say these parts right here in the jet area, these will pop out because they're not secured very well on the side, which is not very good. It's not the finest to do with them. And now let's look at the mid-type, medium type. Now, as you can tell, the shorter pieces are more different. It's the shorter pieces and the chest, like I said. That's what the difference that shows being a mid-type. However, that's all it is. It's the same model kit in every other way, which is kind of annoying to deal with because you just bought the same kit twice to have little pieces changes. Now, let's do some size comparisons. I got maybe 5 figures. Now, here is the RX Revival. Here is the global version of it. Now you can tell the colors because they're more saturated in this one, which I don't mind it being a little more saturated, but I like how the look because it's more colorful. If that makes any sense. And here's a masterpiece or master grade version. Sorry, not the masterpiece version. Sorry, I'm tired of it. Okay, and it looks so good when you compare a master grade to a high grade, and it does look really good actually compared to it. I do like how it looks in every detail. I just gotta do a little more work on it to make it look a little more decent. I'll be real with you. However, I think a little more fine. Now we're going to do 2 more size comparisons. Now here is Optimus Primal from War for Cybertron or Kingdom, like you usually call it Kingdom. And also here is the Flame Toys Bumblebee. I know the Bumblebee. I have Megatron and also Prime and Starscream coming out. So hey, besides one of those, also I bought a big one too. I'm excited for it. I'm excited when I got to build it. It is so awesome. It cost me a lot of money. I can tell you though. And that's all the Tiger Prints I have. I'll be honest, the kit's really good. But hey, get to my final thoughts on this, and let's see if you want to buy it. Now, is the kit perfect? No, it's clearly flawed, but I would say it's pretty good looking. And I will say there is a third party ish that is a Transformer and RX recolor. I do have that, and I bought it from AliExpress, and I bought it. Man, they give so many pieces. I'm not joking. They give like 4 or 5 chess pieces to make one. But let's not get into that because we're gonna do Prime, the G1 version of them, and then we'll get to that one because this is all a mess. Now, is it perfect? No. I'd say it's really good, but it's a fun kit. A lot of detail within it, a lot of work for it. But I think in the long run, when you're done with it, it looks really good and fantastic. But it's worth that $20-$30. It's up to you. However, you need to buy 2 of them to make both versions of them, and that's not the good part of it. You need to buy 2 of them. Kind of like with the Saku, you need to buy 2 of those, especially with the uh, especially with the Origin version. You need to have 2 of those to make Charged Saku, and the other Saku that's a regular version of it without the horn, and the chest being no more different. That version we'll get to because I do have or may reviewed. I'll be honest here, I have reviewed so much, and some of the figures so the same. It is ridiculous out there. Now, what do you buy this kit? I know I did, and I love it. It's not bad looking, and I have one, the third one on my shelf, which uses some parts from each one. Many, like, I use chests from this one, and I use some of the weapons, like the little Gatling gun on top of it, which I think it looks pretty decent. However, with certain parts of it, it's not the best thing. If you have the money or if you want to buy it, look where you have to. It's hopefully it won't cost you as much as it did for me, because yeah, how in Japan is you need to buy the item and then you pay for shipping, which is going to be through FedEx or USPS, and that's going to be like $20. I'm not joking. I love them though. I still love them, but dang, that shipping hurts, especially when you're low on money. However, you can keep it in your cart, or you can buy the item. It's in your thing in case you want to pay for shipping later, unless you don't have the money right now. That's where it's somewhere better for that, but it's not the best thing. So, what do you think? Everything is in my bio, which is in the description, in case you want to know where I am on social media, my Discord, XYZ, if you want to know where I am. So, have a good day, y'all. Peace out.